and they sent Garrett Wilson a long wheel route to try to get him open down the sideline.
Fields to the sideline this time, and it's caught on the deep sideline by Julian Fleming. Let's go downstairs and check in with Jenny. He's been the go-to man on third down for Fields. Here's Fields. He'll run it. And Fields just throws it up. Intercepted. Johnson. And he fumbled it. And Ohio State has the football. Wow.
He's being taken down to the ground, and he tries to get the ball to Julian Fleming right there. Just an ill-advised throw. There's Johnson, second interception of the game for him. And then at the end, how about the freshman Julian Fleming coming in and punching that ball out from behind? Oh, man, what a play right here. Look at that. I mean, just excellent hustle from Fleming and understanding.
I think that the officials are going, is he talking to us? I think that's an incorrect judgment by them.
Wide receiver screen to Julian Fleming. The freshman's across midfield.
Fleming crosses. Fields with time. Over the middle. Fleming with the catch, and he has the first down. Second down and 10. Fields sideline. Nice quick throw. Fleming with another catch, and he's close to the first down. Loss of 4. Second and 14. Fields. Sideline. Quick throw. Fleming again. Fleming has been open to start this game.
Get back to their run game and get to Garrett Wilson as often as they can.
A gain of 21. Fields winds up again near side. Fleming with the catch, and Fleming down the sideline for a big gain. If that's a fatigue situation for Chris Olave, C.J. Stroud delivers underneath. Nice ball. And the reception made by Julian Fleming.
They're going with the bunch formation to the field. I think they're going to run this. It's like, oh, wait a minute, quick screen.
Goes out to Fleming.
Stroud. Quick strike again, and a first down.
Now, even on a punt, they're going to get it well inside their own 30.
Second down and 8. Stroud. Sideline. Caught. Julian Fleming. And that's a first down.
But tonight getting extended work with the lopsided score. Julian Fleming with the reception.
We'll see this, Kirk. Michigan State has to play defense first. It was their choice to defer. Julian Fleming back to receive the kickoff, and he's got to handle it inside the 4. Emeka Ibuka, their talented freshman normal kick returner, is not available for this game.
And do just enough with his legs to make defenses be aware of it. But that's his focus right now is reading coverage and distributing the ball.
And doing that. Touchdown.
Look at the defense. They actually lose him. They don't have a feel or expectation that the ball might be going to Fleming.
A little off. It's interesting, too, Oregon, which controls its destiny to get to the playoff, not even among the top 6.
That was my mistake. I know they're underdog against Utah. It's a very tough job tonight in Salt Lake, but they do control their destiny.
Stroud and this Buckeye offense got to get going here. Defense is struggling. Ohio State says we don't mind playing a shootout against this team, but it's been only one side firing so far. Fleming with the catch. Interesting chess match here. With just 12 seconds and no timeouts, Utah flushes Stroud out on the run, fires far side, and the catch is made, and diving out of bounds is Julian Fleming. That was clutch with 2 seconds to go.
You turn on the Rose Bowl and you see all these colors. You're just like, where in the heck is that stadium? It's just so beautiful.
Fleming makes the catch. Lead 8. Utes bringing the pressure. It's picked up. Ball comes out. Fleming makes the catch, but he is wrestled out nicely by Clark Phillips. It's 4th down.
3rd and goal.
He got him right over.
Stroud using his legs, keeps the play alive, and it's going to be incomplete.
See of C.J. Stroud. I talked about at the top of the show. This is 2.0 right here. He's going to his right, and look at that. He's got control.
That's a great catch.
He's got that left foot down.
I thought the ball moved, but just the tip of the ball was high.
Now he's holding like a snow cone off the top, but you know what? I think he's got
4 carries for 19 yards and a touchdown for him. A little curl pattern taken in by Julian Fleming. Already has a touchdown catch. Plenty of time to work with here.
Got him, Arnold.
There's the curl. It's caught. It's touchdown. It's Fleming.
Sometimes all you have to do is just come off the ball. The bunch formation, you see the communication on the opposite side. Forwards behind it, they're trying to sort this thing out. And because they don't get the communication in, bottom line is he sits down in the middle of that zone. And once again, that's what happens when you see that bunch formation. Deontay Johnson, number 2, the will linebacker, is trying to communicate and sort it out.
This is different than working on something like this at practice. There's a different tempo there. He's still thinking about a field goal.
They'll wind the clock after the change is set, and there's a short throw catch made by Fleming, wrestled down in the field. 2-by-2 look, empty backfield. CJ looks to get the ball out quickly and throws it down to Fleming, who makes the man miss. Julian Fleming still running, galloping down near the 15-yard line. A huge gain on 3rd and short. Holland, who just made the play before.
Back, I mean, look how soft the coverage is. It allows him to be able to throw it underneath. Look at this right here. This is a receiver that was the #1 ranked high school receiver when he came in. He's had some injuries the last couple years. When he's healthy and he's right, he's as good as Ohio State has. He's just leads for
the second.
I think the watch left.
Or maybe that was the plan.
Watch his history.
Slant and touchdown. Julian Fleming fights his way in. And Ohio State, as they did to start the game, begins the second half.
You're just happy to see Fleming get his touches now that he's healthy. He's going to work from the outside and come underneath. Stroud feels a little pressure, steps up into the pocket, and then makes that throw. It's like, again, when he throws the ball, it's like a heat-seeking missile where he's throwing it.
Stroud delivers on the sidelines, and Fleming's wide open, and he's knocked down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal again.
C.J. Stroud down the seam, caught, touchdown, Julian Fleming.
Drive, use the snap count to ID a blitz, and then his pocket presence, just being patient, waiting for the route to come open, and the combination allowing the middle of the field to become vacated. That is really good offensive football top to bottom. Coordinating, passing, catching, everything you want.
And Julian Fleming with his fourth touchdown catch of the season. And C.J. Stroud has been so good.
The way they've developed on the offensive line.
Ryan already has 62 rush yards. Now out to Julian Fleming. He had the touchdown on the last drive, and he's got a 1st down here. Rick, what do you have? Almost had another one there, but not to be. Outside to Fleming. Fleming did have a touchdown earlier. He's chucked out of bounds by Melton.
They get low and they tackle Henderson. Everyone thinks Mayan Williams runs hard. This guy runs hard too.
Stroud on the run, flips it short to Julian Fleming, and he is shoved out along the far sideline. Off the play action, Stroud wants a downfield shot, and he's got Fleming running free, and Julian Fleming battles to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The 3rd long downfield strike for Stroud.
To the back end, Justin White right there. You see the safety. He needs to be helping out the defensive back Brantley. So you can look at 0 and say, what the heck was he thinking? But White, who's a corner trying to play safety, needed to come over to help him out. Got his eyes in the backfield. See the progressive pylon cam. Looks like he breaks the play and goes into the end zone.
So C.J. Stroud, once again, frighteningly efficient against the Spartans.
Is willing to attack downfield if Michigan State does not clean up their defense and communication.
Stroud this time underneath the Fleming. Every single meeting we have, 3rd time seeing Ohio State, limit explosive.
And has to kind of short arm it and still makes that throw.
This time he sets the feet and delivers a strike down the middle. That's Fleming inside the red zone. You're talking about lapping the field and explosive plays. They're just adding to it here.
1st down and 10 at the Iowa 34. Play fake. Stroud looking over the middle. Caught. Julian Fleming.
Well, he's going to come up like he's blocking the safety, but then watch, after the play fake, he's just going to take off right through the middle of the field. There's the fake block, and then Fleming is right through the middle. Throw just behind him, but he's able to adjust and make the catch.
Gain of 26 yards. Ohio State in business.
I thought Ohio State would play better today, but they're certainly playing better here in the second half.
Stroud delivers deep down the field. It's caught. Fleming. And a walk-in touchdown, Buckeyes, 79 yards.
Of 30 yards or more, and this one comes from Julian Fleming. Just a really straight post route, and he's going to be working against Cooper DeJean, who gives him too much space. Great throw in stride. Fleming is able to just catch that one and head to the end zone.
Stroud, quick throw over the middle. Fleming with running room, and Julian Fleming stopped by Keaton Ellis.
I'll tell you, the recognition, Stroud sees the blitz and he just gets the ball out right away to Fleming, and there was nobody there. Normally when you send those backers in pressure, a safety drops down.
First down and 10. Stroud out wide. Fleming will go out of bounds. Brown there to usher him out of play.
Sean, back to you.
All right, here it's 7-0 Northwestern. C.J. Stroud with his first completion. He's now 1 for 6. It went to Julian Fleming, and
Mayan Williams gets to start at running back. Travion Henderson down today.
On second down and 10. Here's Stroud underneath, hits Fleming.
And that's something that they need to get better at.
3rd and 6. Stroud underneath, has Fleming. And Julian Fleming.
Either way, it sets up 3rd and 10. I don't think most receivers even get their hands on it. 3rd and 10, shallow cross, Fleming, first down, Buckeyes. And then he cuts and gets beyond the 30, all the way out, rolling to the 35-yard line. Julian Fleming.
Here as Fleming runs the shallow cross, there's nobody home. It's just a bust in coverage there for the Terps defense.
2nd and 7. Stroud, as he's able to connect at the 45-yard line as he goes to Julian Fleming.
In the back end of the defense.
2nd down and short. We need 2. Play fake. Stroud looking. And it's Fleming with the catch. Another first down in front of DJ Turner. That's a 6-yard pickup.
The ball, but when they've got that tempo, it's pretty good.
Stroud sprinting out, avoiding Michigan defenders. Hits Fleming on the sideline for a 7-yard gain. Fake the reverse. Stroud setting up, looking, delivers, and it's caught. Fleming, and Fleming holds on to the football. He's had a case of the drops at times this year. Stroud. C.J. Stroud bounces out of the pocket, throws on the move, and it is Fleming with the catch on the sideline. 2nd down and 4 at the 40-yard line. Ohio State moving quickly. C.J. Stroud delivers, and this time it's Fleming. Stays in bounds, picks up extra yards.
Their first down throw.
Look at that winning percentage of Ryan Days. Here's a flip out to Fleming, and he got it to midfield.
Right in the official's face.
He doesn't look like the moment's too big for him, that's for sure.
No, not at all.
He rifles one on a slant out to midfield, and that's complete to Fleming.
Yeah, I really like Julian Fleming, and I was really impressed with his.
And that would change things for the Hoosiers for sure. Here's McCord on first down and a throw to Fleming. He got about 4. Again, Aaron Casey makes a tackle, keeping everything in front of him.
McCord in the shotgun this time. Set to throw. Across the middle short, but Fleming swarmed under immediately by the Indiana defense again. Ragnar Farrar, offensive coordinator this year.
Whoa, what a throw down the middle that was, and now Fleming's in the open field. He's got it all the way to the 20-yard line.
You're right, that was a great throw. He was going to get hit when the ball was in the air. He could feel the crowd, and he stayed with it. Here it comes. He knows the good hit's coming, and he takes the catch and turns and goes up beyond. I really like watching tape. Julian Fleming's going to have a nice, bright future in the NFL.
That was the best throw of the day, I think, from McCord.
He's had a couple, 8 home games. Only 6 this season.
It's a big difference.
Big difference.
That is late throw, but complete.
And also, you know, because every game almost counts. Only 4 teams in the playoff.
Looks like it's second quarter for Devin Brown. 2nd and 2, first throw wide open. First down, Julian Fleming. Brown watches from the sideline on 2nd down. Tight pocket, McCord hits, and that's caught across the 25 by Julian Fleming. Hi, Brooke, thank you. This is third down at 7. Second possession this half. Caught. First down, Fleming.
Notre Dame next week. They have to find out about their run game and their offensive line. Low snap here. This out wide, Julian Fleming. First down, and he is upended.
So elite. Why he was the number 2 pick in the draft, and Kyle all over it.
Fleming, little shimmy, and he leans for what looks like an Ohio State first down.
Ohio State moving it quickly now. Here's McCord, sprints out, goes deep. Caught inside the 5. A beautiful sliding grab by Julian Fleming.
Fleming on a beautiful route. See how he's angling right, then he goes back to the left, and this ball is woefully underthrown, or else that's an easy touchdown. But what an adjustment, Gus, as you called it, sliding down to get that left side under the ball.
Trainum, 18 carries, 56 yards. McCord sets up over the middle. Looks like a first down for Julian Fleming in front of Bo Braid.
His team opened the game with a good drive, missed a field goal. His game closed the first half with a good drive, and again, missed a field goal. The Buckeyes open this half with a completion to Julian Fleming.
Now they'll go fast here.
Here's McCord again. Sideline. Underneath, Fleming. Leans forward, picks up the first down.
Coming off the game with 11 catches, 162 yards, and a touchdown last week against Penn State. Fresh set of downs from McCord, dials it up, and it's complete along the sideline. Julian Fleming for another first down. Got the turnover early, couldn't cash in. Now Ohio State already up 3-0. Back out to operate offensively. McCord on play action to the outside, and another completion to Julian Fleming.
They play hard, and they're pretty well coached, particularly on defense.
Third down, here comes the blitz. McCord reads it, to the outside he goes, and it's a first down for Julian Fleming.
On third down, Fleming. And forward progress will give him the first down to the 27-28 yard line, a gain of 4, first down Ohio State. Effective early, and it's been effective here in the second half. McCord throws slightly behind, the adjustment made by Fleming, and a sliding catch and a first down inside the Minnesota 45.
From the 5. McCord sprints out of the pocket. In the back of the end zone. Fleming, is it a catch? Yes, it is.
McCord had to throw this off his back foot. Does Fleming secure this ball? Sure does look like it. What a catch from Fleming.
Henderson, the pistol back. Play fake. McCord winds up, sideline, back shoulder, puts the biscuit in the basket for Julian Fleming. What a throw, 28-yard gain.
It was a beautiful throw. And how about the adjustment from Fleming, who's made a couple of beautiful catches, both along the sideline. Fleming working against Rod Moore, goes back and is able to bring it in and get the foot down. Beautiful throw.
From the 41, McCord looks, guns it, underneath, caught. Oh, dropped by Fleming, picked up by Ibuka, and that's an incomplete pass.
I think they're calling that a catch and a fumble.
Warren back in, a lot of space for his running backs to get working.
Lot of tempo, wide open, Julian Fleming, another first down.
Quarterback Drew Aller can make. That was a long throw way out to the wide side of the field with plenty of tempo on it.
Aller again. Looks to the middle, it's caught! Fleming into the red zone for Kent State.
This ball needs to be 18 to 22 yards down on the hash. You clear it out with Liam Clifford, and then look where that ball is, right inside the hash. Throw it to a...
Julian Fleming, the Ohio State transfer in motion on 2nd and 11. Over the middle, it is Fleming. And he gets sandwiched at the 39.
Scrimmage, beautiful ball to Clifford. Again, second one today.
Gain of 24. Aller again. Sideline throw. And is caught out of bounds. Julian Fleming working in. 13 of 17 overall, 159. Allen on the move. Caught. Fleming. Did he get in? They say he's down inside the 1 yard line.
Think about it. Guy grows up in Pennsylvania, goes to Ohio State, comes back home. This would have been his first touchdown in Beaver Stadium. He was that close. Man, give him another shot. If you're Andy Kotelnicki here, you got to kind of read the room. Here's number.
Aller, fourth down, steps up, fires deep, and it is caught.
Wow, what a play.
Julian Fleming and a first down, Penn State.
Big time call for Penn State. I would have punted it. Look at this. Good coverage. USC wants to throw the slant and come up and make the tackle.
Here comes a blitz. Aller scrambles around, throws complete. They pick up another fourth down.
What a
Julian
play.
Fleming.
What a play by Aller there.
He's limping off right now. That has stopped play momentarily.
He feels the pressure. Look at him avoid. It was almost up the middle that time that he avoided. And then coming inside, buys the time, and Fleming again, 2 huge plays for the transfer from Ohio State.
Fleming, the Ohio State transfer in motion on 3rd and 5. Aller steps up, now flushed. Aller on the run. It is short, low, and caught.
And keeping his eyes downfield. A little pressure on the inside, and he's able to kind of avoid that and get a nice throw downfield to Fleming. We just showed you.
3rd down goal just went in right. Lined up as a wide receiver. Aller looking that way. Quick slant caught. Touchdown Penn State. Julian Fleming.
Fleming lined up outside right here. Really good route combination. Gonna get man coverage. Kind of gets a little rub. And a great throw by Drew Aller. Puts the ball in front of him. Doesn't slow the receiver down. Lets him find the end zone. And that is a money down for a quarterback. 3rd and 8 in the red zone.
I say fully aggressive with how well you've moved the ball.
Aller to the outside. That's Fleming on the reception.